Rhea Ripley has been called out by this WWE star. What are we doing? Because this has just came out of left field, but this could be a epic encounter should WWE do it. We're going to be discussing who this is and what is going on. Now, Rhea Ripley, she's in a very interesting spot in her WWE career, right? She is coming fresh off of Evolution 2, where she got to headline the second only all-women's WWE PLE in history by challenging and ultimately failing to dethrone Io Sky as the Women's World Champion. Now, this was a really good match. One of the best women's matches you will see in all of 2025, and it wasn't because Io Sky beat Rhea Ripley. No. As we all know, it was Naomi who cashed in Money in the Bank just literally, an hour after losing to Jay Cargill in an epic no-holds-barred match to win the championship, right? She threw Rhea into the ring post and cashed in and won the world title. So, following night, Monday Night Raw, it's Rhea Ripley coming out there, and she wants her title shot. She doesn't care if it's Naomi, she doesn't care if it's Io Sky. She wants a title shot. So WWE sets the stage. It's going to be SummerSlam. It's going to be an epic triple threat. It's going to be Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi all duking it out for the Women's World Championship. Now, what else happened at Evolution 2? Well, that gets this started on today's video. Because it was Nikki Bella who had worked a battle royale, with the winner receiving a championship opportunity at the upcoming Clash in Paris PLE. Now, Nikki Bella did not win this match. Surprise. But on the July 14th episode of Monday Night Raw, she did get her first win in over 7 years. Wow. Now, keep in mind that Nikki Bella, since she is back on WWE television, she's been doing a lot of media, and she spoke on Busted Open Radio before Evolution and revealed that her dream opponent as part of her comeback tour is none other than Rhea Ripley. She compared Mommy to Paige, referencing the anti-diva character that once clashed with her during a different era. For Bella, a heel version of herself would fit perfectly against Rhea Ripley's powerful persona. She said, "One of my main ones is Rhea Ripley. It's similar feel of how Paige and I were. Paige's character, anti-diva, goth. What I see with Rhea, it also gives me vibes of how I was with Ronda Rousey, with Brie by my side. I just feel like heel Nikki would be incredible with her. Rhea has layers, but I feel like what my character has would bring even more layers out of her stuff that we don't know yet. And Mommy and everything she is someone that I always look at, and not only do I think we can create a lot of magic in the ring, but I think the storytelling can be different, fresh, and fun," she said. Wow. Keep in mind that it was Nikki Bella who was supposed to be working with Liv Morgan at Evolution 2, whether that's a singles match, tag team match, whatever the case may have been, but Liv got injured, and that still sucks. Now, let's talk about it. Let's preview it. I do agree with Nikki. Rhea is a very interesting character. She has a lot of layers. And if you are someone like Nikki Bella, who does have a little bit of a legacy, who does have a little bit of equity built up within the fan base, having her versus Rhea Ripley in a generational clash, okay, that's interesting. I don't know if it's marquee or not. If it is, I think it would be primarily due to Rhea Ripley. But let's take it a step further, because if you did a babyface versus babyface match, meh. I'm not really sold on that idea. And honestly, not really interested in seeing it happen. However, if WWE opted to go in a different situation, if they went with Nikki's suggestion, where it would be a babyface Rhea Ripley, who is one of the most over stars that WWE has, taking on a heel Nikki Bella, oh, now that's an interesting concept. That has interesting plots written all over it. That could be interesting. That could be something. That would be very interesting. Now, you don't even need the women's world title on the line. This is just a feud of, Nikki Bella seeing, this is what WWE, like, this would be my kind of plot line. Nikki Bella would target Rhea Ripley. With her coming up with the idea of, I set up the Divas era. I helped set the foundation of women's wrestling, and this is what you turned it into. You turned it into a goth, dark, you know, soulless, edgeness kind of roster. Like, look at what you have done to this roster. Look at what you have taken my legacy towards, right? And Rhea obviously pushes that back, right? Or you could go with the idea being, hey, Nikki Bella's time is over. It's Rhea Ripley's time, and Nikki doesn't like that. There's a few different ways that you could go about this storyline that I think would be quite interesting. It would be interesting, and I would be interested in seeing it. I think the match would actually be quite good. I don't know if the promos leading up to it would be good. I'm not really sold on Nikki as a talker. She comes across as very cringy, but I respect the grind, the hard work, the dedication, and literally willing to do anything possible to do whatever she's doing the absolute best version possible. So even though I'm not high on her promo-wise, I had a ton of respect for everything that I just mentioned when it comes to Nikki Bella. And Rhea Ripley, obviously, big fan of hers, has been for a while. And I see her being someone that can really take what is already an elevated women's roster and women's division and take it up yet another notch. Like, Rhea Ripley is going to go down as not only one of the biggest women's stars of all time, but one of the biggest WWE/wrestling stars of all time. There's going to be a lot of girls that get into the pro wrestling industry because of Rhea Ripley, just like Lita's and Trish Stratus's and Charlotte Flair's and Mercedes Moné's and Becky Lynch and Bayley, right? You have that type of influence, and I think as long as you use it for like the greater good, then yeah, I think you're okay with it. But I don't know if Rhea will necessarily win the triple threat match at SummerSlam. I kind of doubt it, and I'll tell you why. Just because WWE literally just did a title change at Evolution. Naomi's a heel. I think you still have feuds where you could have Io worked with Naomi and Rhea worked with Naomi, right? Like there's a few feuds here that they can get through. And I don't think Io will win back the title. If they do a title change, I can see Rhea taking the belt off of her. But I also don't think that Rhea needs the title right now. She's one of those characters where she doesn't need the title to be the top star. She can still be a top star without the title. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see where WWE goes with this, goes with her character, and everything like that. But let me know down in the comments there below. What do you guys think of a potential Nikki Bella versus Rhea Ripley clash? Because I would certainly be interested in seeing it.